into it right away. Switch to Minecraft. What is weather? Why can't I capture Microsoft weather? Uh, cool, I guess. Interesting, even. Okay, well, certainly interesting. Hmm. I already see a problem with this, and that's that something that's problematic with my Leopard is that my hoodie acts a little broken, or my model. When it comes into Leopard, I don't know if that's something that's just a problem with Leopard, or like something went corrupt when like dealing with the files too many times. But I should probably get that fixed at some point. Yeah, I was making a fish house. Exciting. Well, now I already have an objective. Minecraft isn't capturing. Oh, well, that's because that was the launcher. I am just so silly. Dog, though. What? Okay. Alright. It's time for nice Minecraft gameplay. And I don't... music is pretty good volume, actually. Depends, really depends on the track. Yeah, that's good. No. Yeah, there we go. Hi, Akubi. How are you doing? Need logs. What's pooping? This dog. He is just defecating everywhere. TV remote broke and my mom is about to get home. What do you plan on saying? Yeah. Just hilarious. Anyways, last time I was playing this world, I was making a fish house. So I'm probably going to continue to do that. That looks like it's in another language that I could only describe as Arabic. But because that's the only language I know that looks like that. I don't know if that's Arabic at all. What to say to her? I don't know. Say that you broke the remote. Well, was it like your fault directly? Because if it wasn't, just be like, oh yeah, sorry, the remote is freaking broken, and I don't know what happened. If that's honestly what occurred, then just say that. That's what happened. Oh, what a sweet dog. I'll feed him. It was my sis work. Oh, okay. Kind of. You want to go more in depth? Well, I'm willing to lend an ear. I kind of wish I made this like a little elevated, and I could still do that. So I think I'll do that. Just like have this little circle. I'll just have like maybe one step up right here. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, that looks good. You can make these stairs too. Just to give it the extra goody boy points. So like maybe like this. Oh shit. Man, it's cracked at Fortnite. Who now? Oh, by the way, I might try streaming Apex Legends again at one point. Because I fixed, like, whatever problems were happening with the game. Hey, cut that out. Wolf, are you not going to attack? Oh, there we go. Oh, I feel... You poor thing. Come here. I don't want you to die. Here we are. That's why Rotten Flesh is useful, ladies and gentlemen. Haven't played Apex in a while. Well, my friend Reed is going to download it soon. And Emerson and Timmy play like all the time. Or at least are addicts. So I thought I would just play. And like I'll play by myself in like arenas too, because that's an entertaining idea. I'd much rather do like the battle royale though with like Emerson and Timmy though, because I feel that'd be a lot more goofy if it wasn't with random people. Reed is your boyfriend, basically. Fortunately, I'm not hot enough for Reed. I don't think anybody can be on Reedums' level. That's not actually true, by the way. I feel like somebody's gonna take that seriously. Glass tree. Yeah, this is my house. I'm a big fan. I make some wacky houses. Thank you. Oh yeah, about the hoodie. I completely, cause like I made my head smaller and neck shorter because I was this is something that's bothered me for like months. That my V2 remodel had a massive head and I wanted to change it. Like, so I did 2 days ago at like 2 a.m. But in the process, I lost the design for my hoodie, so I had to make a new one. So this is the one I threw together. So this was going to be a fishing point, but the fishing rod doesn't go that long. Thank you. I think it looks nice. I kind of like accidentally made a cool fade on the hoodie part of the hoodie. That's about it. Today's the last day of August. I know. I have to like start senior year in like 7 days. Sucks. Then I won't be able to like stream anymore because I'm taking so many classes. I did have a dream last night that it was like first day of school, and I completely missed like my second hour class, which was supposed to be aviation fundamentals. And I like for 2 days straight, I just went to the wrong class instead of aviation fundamentals. Not in school yet? No, not yet. We have a long break. Start university at the end of the month. Thanks. Studying film based. I can't wait to freaking go to college, man. Like I can wait, but I also can't. I'm excited for like schooling stuff, but I'm also not. You know? Start on 13th of September? Dang. Okay, anyways, gonna make more fishing stuff. Because fishing in Minecraft is always a thing I've enjoyed. It's just overpowered. It's fun to do on stream because you get to talk about things. Middle, end of August. Yeah. Will not make college because you don't want to. I mean, like, my sibling plans to go to a trade school. There's always other options than college. I know a lot of people see it that way. Should I? No, I won't. I need fences. I need maybe more wood. I have a lot of... I was ready for a mining trip, it looked like. I just need fences, yeah. Rain. Rain dead. Yeah. Fair enough. Here in Romania, got to college only. I mean, you don't have to go to college in the US either. It's like basically required for like any higher level job though. Having a degree is freaking insanely powerful. It seems even more that way these days. Moving countries for college? Whoa. That's next level. I was not expecting that twist. Kind of awesome. Where are fences? Fences where? There. Man, I know how to make a fence. Why did I even look in the thing? Make more. No, I don't want to make... Oh, this is why the thing sucks. Wait, before I do that, let me check if I have any. No. No. Not as cool as it sounds. Oh. English, but I live in Ireland. Oh, shit. I didn't even know. Moving home for college. Dang. What a plot twist. I have never been outside of the US. Sucks. I'd love to travel once I, like, have the opportunity to. This is good. I like how this hoodie kind of makes me a little bit cell shaded. I like that. I haven't seen Marmar in a long time. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, yeah. I thought he was here for a second. I was going to freak out. Also, hi, Swift. Thank you for wishing me a quality stream. It's very nice of you. Welcome. You've definitely come at a more peaceful time. I'm glad you don't have to see the chaotic things that happen here. Then Chad is going to flip out. Doesn't deserve this. Yeah, don't mind Reese's. It is mean, and I don't know why I don't care about it. I had this talk with Emerson like 2 nights ago on like why I keep so many people around. I don't know why. Ooh, I need more fence gates. Darn. Your mom's home? Okay. Banned me on 2 accounts? Yeah. You did some screwed up stuff. Ah. That was pretty awesome. Whoa. Okay, anyways. I hope Reestus figures out that problem with his remote. I need a single fence. Dang. Well, yeah. As expected, something funny chaotic has happened. So, sorry, Swift. But, back to Minecraft gaming, I guess. That really is just how it is. Wacky moment. Yeah. Like, this is... I just want to explain this for a second. I feel really, like, bad for banning people if I get to know them just a little bit. There was somebody who I had to ban because they were going absolutely crazy. But, like, the thing is, I kept talking to this person, like, every so often in DMs for, like, the course of 3 months. And they were, like, a really good person, but, like, they just went wild in my chat, like, that one time. And now, like, a few days ago, they got unbanned, and now they're just, like, fine, you know? That's like the reason I keep some people like here, because I know them, and if I ban them, they're either gonna make an alt, or they're just gonna like, or I'm just gonna feel bad about it, and I'm gonna unban them. I'm gonna be like, hi. Like the problem is nobody ever goes too overboard. But at the same time, literally everybody tells me that I am very not strict with banning people. Sorry, that was a little bit of a tangent. I completely forgot what I was doing for a while. Because when I talk about things, I just tend to walk around and not do anything. I cannot multitask. Had a pretty wacky guy when you first started streaming. Do tell. Is this fence? No, it's fence gate. Darn. Did I seriously consciously make... Oh, why did I do that? God dang it. Well, now I have a third fence gate. I'm gonna put it somewhere. I'll put it like... What I could do is... This area is always a bit of a mess to get through. So I'll clean this up and make a little fenced area for getting in here. Probably a good idea. How has this become a block already? I'll do that, yeah. Find a couple of things around here. Most people aren't red, really, so I get you. Yeah. Most people, like... Because there's another person in here named Malphite. They're, like, Polish. They do a bunch of crazy stuff that would probably get them banned. But they also, like, actually care. You know? And it's never that bad. Crossed the line a lot, but I was pretty hesitant to ban him because he was like my first consistent viewer, but then he started saying inappropriate. I kind of agree. Okay. A few weeks ago. Oh. Bye, Ristas. Have a nice day. Hopefully that remote thing blows over pretty well. Ugh. Okay. Make fences. Fences. Make fences. Not fence gate. Fences. Oh, I need to drill that into my head. What was... You want to, like, talk about the appeal, or was it just an appeal? Or to protect yourself too on the internet? Yeah. It's really just where people draw the line. Sometimes that can be really difficult. It gets all complicated. It's unfortunate to deal with. You just have to sometimes. I'd like... See, the way this is, I don't know if I want to make a platform or... I don't know. I could just make this entire area. Yeah, I'll do that. You know better now? Yeah. Which is good. You gotta learn from stuff. So, pretty basic advice, you know, but still works. Yeah. Let's just deal with yours. Oh, perfect. Sweet. Did I name the dog? No. I don't have a name tag. I could name it one of my cats. Like, I have a cute little goober cat named Mochi, and I could name it the dog, but cat dog, not same thing. I should name it something more creative, you know? Important to establish that, like, it's a... Yeah. I agree. What a cute might have a name tag. I haven't actually checked. Yeah, right. All just part of being a wacky streamer on Twitch. Twitch.tv. What was I? Steps. That's right. And I was deciding whether I was going to get wood for a thing. And I don't think I will. I think I'll just make it planks. Ugh. Oh, that's right. That would make sense if I were to place it there. Should I make this go one out or just... No, I should probably make it... Yeah. Ooh, I could make the log on the top, though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 logs. Yeah, I got a good vision of what this is going to look like. Man, what a wacky website. You seem to be very knowledgeable about this kind of stuff, though, Swift. So, thanks for speaking your mind. Only deep conversations at twitch.tv bar. Ooh, this is a really pretty screenshot. Holy cow. That's beautiful. Oh my god. Love that. I'm gonna need some torches too for all that. Oh shoot. Ooh, that's good. I would want to die when I'm in the middle of making a fish nets, you know? Yeah, I can still make it on the top, which is good. I'll just do this. And then. There we go. Now I just need to get more stairs. How many more am I gonna need? At least 8? Looks like it. Oh, I'm gonna need some for these sides too, so 12. Let's see. I did not plan this one, that's for sure. Wish you could whistle? Oh. I unconsciously do it, honestly. Sometimes I wish I wouldn't whistle so much on stream, because it probably gets, like, really ear-piercing, and I wouldn't even be the wiser. Just be like, oh my god, the viewers, why are they all? Because of my ear-piercing whistling. Everybody's like, God. Whistling's very nice, though. I'll say that. Seems I have miscalculated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 2 logs. Not that loud, so it's pretty calming. Oh, that's good. Yeah, because the other day, one of my friends was whistling in a VC, and it was like, it was good, but it also like hurt. And I didn't want to say anything. You know, that'd be rude. But also, like, ow. I don't know. Ooh, this tree may be a little too tall. We just reassembled the tree there. Mobs are gonna be out, so I should probably get back soon. Wow, that tree's very mineable. Yeah, this. Oh, look at that from afar. Actually, it doesn't look bad, even though it's not done. I should try creative mode on stream. Like, obviously, it's fun and challenging to do things in survival. But also, it'd be a lot easier in creative. And I used to do that. Like, have a bedrock world, so it'd be easier for people to get in. I just haven't gone on that world in, like, forever. Shoot, hi, Saludos. I haven't seen you in a bit. Why so sad? What do you mean? Can you hear it in my voice? I don't think I'm sad. Alright, I'm gonna try to get a good screenshot of this. Oh, the atmosphere is very similar. Fair enough. I'm just melancholy, I guess. Ah, the things are in the way. I was gonna take a pretty screenshot. I forgot that I left wood there. Anyways, this is the fishing house I just made. You like it at all? Because it sure took me 2 streams to do it. Even though I only did like 2 wood things in the first one. I gotta put torches in here though. And chests over here. Even though those won't be able to open, so they're gonna go here. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a bit of fishing. That's what I was planning. And what I could also do is I could put some pillars here and just have torches so I can just see the stuff better. I was thinking of doing that. It's like 1, 2, 3. Just like have a couple pillars. Just be like, whoa, fish pillars. Maybe they would look better if they were made out of oak. Or if I did the bottom parts as fences. Saludos just said something in a language I can't. Not spoken English for a while, and it started. Oh. Sorry, Saludos. Water creeper, yeah. I'm trying my best to avoid him. Seems to be fine. Should be fine too, but can't be too careful. I might as well try to lure him away in a bit. Okay, this hoodie, it's freaking me out. It makes me look like, or at least it gives me the impression that I'm slightly cell shaded. And now I just want to go into Vroid editor and make myself slightly cell shaded. I can barely resist the urge. Cell shading's pretty cool. Okay, now that fishing house is done, making 2 chests. In these 2 chests is going to be regular fish stuff and then cool fish stuff. What else was I going to grab? Torches. I already have them. Good. And I was going to put away this ink sac. Somewhere in there. Yeah. You sound just like Ristas, Saludos. There's clips of me saying that out there. You sound exactly like one of my other viewers. Oh, shoot. Don't blow up. Oh. Ooh, okay. No, I'm not going to do it. I've already done it enough times, which is like 1. Oh, shoot. I didn't think it would hurt the dog if it was in the water. Dang. You okay? Oh, you are not okay. Jesus. Okay. Hold on. Thought creeper in water equals no hurt, but apparently not. Okay, he's okay now. Mostly. Oh, that was bad. I'm not saying Oni-chan. Ah, god dang it. You didn't hear that. It's like the funny I'm not going to say insert word and it's like, oh well, haha. That's why I said it now. You don't even I'll keep talking about it and I'll eventually accidentally let it slip. That's what happens with me. Oh, I could put the chests on the pillars. I think I'll do that. Because that way it's really easy to access them. So we're gonna get 2 oak things and some fences. don't need a big tree. I'll just take this small one. Only gotta be one log in there though, so I'll have to take another really small one. Jungle biomes are seriously so cool though. Is this a solo world? Yeah. This is a solo world because I'm playing in hardcore. If I were to do a multiplayer world, which I could, I know how to set up an SMP and I've done it multiple times. I would not make it hardcore. Because that would be scary. And I would get trolled. Like, we could do something like that. And it would be kind of funny. I'll admit. And it's really easy to reset worlds too, but like, that's an idea for another stream. When's OnlyFans? Yo, speaking of OnlyFans, there's that whole shebang with them banning pornography. And they just didn't actually do it. I thought that was kind of silly. I don't know if any of you heard about it. That was the thing that happened, though. It's just like, wow. Certainly interesting. Not making an OnlyFans, though. That's not happening. I need fences. I don't have sticks. Make some sticks. What's this track? Uh-oh, whatever it was, it stopped. Maybe my stream stopped. No, it's still running. It's just a really odd track. Oh, look at that. Didn't mean to hit that twice. Sorry. It's like people, like YouTubers are like, oh my god, look at that thing I can do when I have Optifine and I'm a YouTuber. Oh, it's just, it hurts. Say something in Spanish. See, that's all I know. I was one of the kids who didn't take freaking Spanish, okay? Because I didn't want to learn Spanish. Because I thought I would never use it, so I didn't take a language. And I only, like, minorly regret it. Like, it's good for colleges, yeah. But also, I would probably never use Spanish in my life. Now that I'm a streamer, I regret it just a little bit. Oh, wait, this only goes one deep? Dang. Okay. That would have been good to know. I did know. A little bit of a fool is all. It's right here. Well, this one goes pretty deep, so it's fair. And as long as I can reach these chests from the thing, everything should be a-okay. So if I go up here, I just fish. Oh yeah, I can reach it. Yeah. Took Spanish, but I'm bad. At least I try. Yeah, at least you try. You can at least accredit yourself to knowing something. I'm gonna do this. This track is off-putting. Unsettling may be a better term. Just fill this place with torches. Ooh, this is gonna look really good at night. I can already tell. Look at that. House. Yeah, sorry. I'll go back to playing the game. Ow. Of the blue profile picture. Yep. Banished off the face of the earth. I could always just use the color blue again. And I probably will. Because my color scheme seems to be like blue, pink, red, purple. Like, just that scale. I'm so sorry, condition. I almost, like, deleted all of the old, like, pictures that I used for this stuff like that. And I was like, no, I should probably put these in a folder. Galaxy. Yeah, kind of. I don't know, I just kind of used the smudge tool on the front of this, and it's like, yeah, that one's good. It's like, how much is your Spanish level from 1 to 10? If 1 is bad, I'm definitely a 1. So I know 3, no, less than... I can remember 1 Spanish word, and that's C. Really depends on the day whether I remember any Spanish words. Need some Zack stars on that? Oh my god, you're right. I could... You see, the back of this hoodie is completely blank. Like, the arms have a little bit of coloring on them, but you can't really see it that well. The back of the hoodie is blank, and I could totally, like, try to recreate some Zack stars on the back of it and be like... The back of it would look like a bowling t-shirt. That would be so awesome. Oh my god. I'm not sure I like how high up this is. Could just put planks. Please do that. I'll have to write it down. Hold on. Let me do that real quick. Back of hoodie, Zack stars. Okay, I wrote it down. Right next to the thing that I have marked down as do a 3-minute YouTube video. Just saying things that I like and dislike. Because of one joke that I said. Google Translate they. Huh? Oh, that. Okay. Let me look this up. I'm gonna use Google Translate on this one. Google Translate. I'm not getting anything. Yeah, German. I really am not getting anything. Kill. Thanks. I got sacks. When did I get one of these? Did I accidentally break one of these? Oh no, I used them for those two. Hello, dog. From dog with a blog. Do I get rid of these? Is the question. Is this better? I can't tell. Thing I could do. I would have to move these out more though. It'd be problematic. No, I have to keep it like this. Or I could do this. See, look, like that's a zombie though. Zombie bad. Zombie could climb up on things, so I have to change it back. Darn. Our Google servers think at least 2 people in relatively... Yeah. I can only wonder what they would be thinking. What? I see. Awesome. Oh, that stretch made me really tired. Hey, what's up, Flip? How you doing? Hey. So bae. Yeah, you can get a free duck. Hold on. Show me the beats? Sure. Beats are right over here. I think some of them broke. Let me mind them. Those ones were not ready. Cool. I was gonna have some beats over here. There you go. I have a fence gate. Just a fence that I have to put away. It is raining, so it's a really good time for fishing. So I think I'll do some fishing. Yeah, duck. I'm gonna have to move the position of all the ducks, though, because my head is now in a different position. Hold on. We just, So if I'm facing this way, should be good like that. Yeah. What is it mounted? Huh? Oh, I should take all of this. For dog. Delicious and amazing. Almost dies? Okay, awesome. Yeah, I have a thing for 400 channel points that you can just put a duck on my head. And we've had like up to 200 ducks. So it gets pretty silly. Or at least that's the estimate from the end of that stream. Alright, time to start fishing. I have set up a shop. Except nobody's around to buy from me. Just fishing. Our first catch is a raw cod. Not bad. Dog. This is why fence gates are useful. Man, I wish my dog had a blog. Oh, I was adjusting my mic. I wasn't ready for that one. Sucks. Where is my dog? Feed him. Okay, sir. Ah, bone. One guy made of bones. A little trolling. What other language? I only know English, man. I suck. I've tried learning other languages, but I always forget to do lessons for them. I can always get back into it. Like, too many things to keep track of. I'd say I'd accomplished a lot in the summer, so I'm pretty happy with what I've done. Already 3 months just flew by though. I've been a streamer for so long, man. Not a year long, but feels like so. I have really evolved. Dang, multilingual master right here. That's actually crazy. Can you say potato in Portuguese? I'm curious. I just want to know what potato is in Portuguese for no reason. When did I start streaming? October of 2020. It was like October 8th or 9th. That I can remember. Pretty good time to pick up streaming, I think. It's like patata. I really like that. Patata. Am I pronouncing it right, or is it like a different way? Fishing really is great though, because you can get some silly stuff. And you can open chests while still fishing. Almost a year. I know. It's insane. Crazy. I'm proud that I've made it this far, though. Batata. 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 I really like that. Thank you, Saludos. Oh, yeah, also, I don't remember what stream I picked you up from, but I was planning to play TabG later, so. Oh, Saludos is multilingual, not just bilingual. Probably put this that instead. I'm gonna put lily pads all around this area, and it's cool. That's what I do with lily pads in my fishing areas. Makes it look really nice. Oh yeah, me. I have batata, potato. Ugh. You know, it never happens. But like, anytime I make any significant change, like when I do something with my model or whatever, it always feels so satisfying just like feeling the effects afterwards, even if like nobody cares. I just love like changing stuff around. I wish I did it more often, which is why I wish I like actually tried making more YouTube stuff. But I just have never felt like it. Like freaking when I made eGads and like put in the description releasing album Zoinks 2022. I actually like wanted to make like a whole 2-minute video or something of like something absolutely crazy. Or like actually like editing one of my streams into like a little highlight thing. Cause like I'm not gonna get an editor. I really just want to try that myself. I'm a very do-it-yourself kind of person. It seems like it would definitely help something. Be entertaining to just make that. Egads. What a great video. 5 seconds long. I need to do another IRL stream soon. So I haven't streamed IRL in a while, and I could just like go upstairs and stream my cats, like petting them because they're so cute. Like 2 video ideas that would be floating around in my head right now would be like the 3-minute stream suggestion that I should probably do that first. Because I said I would do that. Maybe like less than a month ago. And then I was thinking of doing like a cute little 1-minute video of like my daily routine. And it's just like get up, pet cats really fast, stream, and it's just like you watching a toilet be flushed. And then back to petting cat. And then me like doing something, and then me petting cat, and then streaming something else absolutely horrendous, and then going to bed. I want to do that even if like it's not going to be very like well idea driven. It would be kind of quirky. I don't know which editing software to start with though, but Robert, otherwise known as Matchword, recommended a software to me that I would like to use. But I haven't tried it yet for anything. So maybe I'll try a video on that to start. Spanish, it's called patata or papa. Ha. I don't know if I'm pronouncing those right either. But man. Absolutely insane. Ah. Emote. What are those emotes from, Condition? You sprinkle them in every so often. I'm curious. See good fish and talk. Oh yeah, sorry that my FOV is on Quake Pro, by the way. I just really like being able to see things. Probably can make the game a little yucky to look at sometimes if you can see the distortion. But it's just something I prefer. What I really don't understand is people who prefer their FOVs to be like 60. Like FOV I think in House Flipper is like suffocating, and I cannot stand for stuff like that. Like in my Valve Index, field of view is limited too. Wish it was more so I could just like see peripheral, which is why I wanted like one of those Pimax headsets which actually has that like massive field of view. But also that would probably be a waste of money. Valve Index is better like tech and hardware stuff. But also design better, whatever. I'm gonna be so stoked if I ever buy another head VR headset though. VR is quite the little passion of mine. Papa is dad and Papa is potato and Papa is potato. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, doesn't that get a little confusing? Like, hey, potato, what's for dinner? Oh, potato. Oh, but I thought you were for dinner? What? Oh, potato. But sorry. Just thought of a little thing in my head. A little quirky scenario. Oh shoot, I'm level 30. Dang. Thought it would have taken longer. Thank you for the lull. Ooh, this soundtrack is exceptionally loud. All right. Boom. I find another dog, I tell you. Hey, cutie. I could try going on a mining expedition when this fishing rod runs out. Because I have so many pickaxes on me. My armor's a little worse for wear, but it's definitely going to withstand another mining trip. Should probably sleep though, because phantoms are painful. Oh, shoot. Is there a drown? Oh, shoot. Not a big fan of that. Is that like the trident sound effect? Because if so, holy crap, I am afraid. I have a shield though, which is great. Tridents are very cool. Like the one enchantment you can do where you can like spiral through the air if it's raining and you can just fly. Oh yeah, those are tridents. What's going on there? Oh, there. Gold bar, not bad. I'll just put that in the fishing chest. Pretend I fished that up. Fish and then do a mining trip. And then at that point, I might just switch to Tab G. It is. Yeah, I would imagine it's confusing. So it is. Stuff about the English language that's really wacky too, but I won't get into it. Wouldn't be too dim-witted to invest in a smoker down here. You just cook fish, put it straight in. Challenge? What are you thinking? So hi, Neptune. Mad. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on with that. But hi. How you doing? Say, I will say it because Restus isn't here. If Restus wasn't here, or if Restus was, you would not get it from me. Because the last time I did that, like, really full force Oni-chan, I could not get away from that clip for like 3 months. I was playing like Breaking Bad. Is it called Breaking Bad? Whatever the freaking gun game on Roblox is. I was playing that. He got me to say it. And he did not let me forget about it for a good 3 months. Which is why I have to make sure if I'm ever going to say that word, he does not know about it. He also got me to... No, it was Matchword that got me to say a thing about femboys. Onich... I don't want to. It's like, force streamer, do funny thing. Embarrassment. Like, it's really nice. And all, but I'm gonna feel so bad. I'm gonna feel like I should be disowned. All part of being a streamer, though. Am I right? Because I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it and it'd be like really bad because then I'll do it again. It's even worse. You're gonna have like 5 clips of me saying that. Do I really want that on my conscience? And I was gonna wait for the music to get softer so you could actually hear it well. See it. What does that mean? I'm gonna try. I'm not sure whether I should trust you with this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna Google Translate this just in case. But it's just beloved thing. Italian. It says beloved. Am I translating that right? No, it's great. I'm just gonna say Oni. Yeah. And I always make a big deal out of it, and that's why it sticks around for 3 months. Oni. I can't do it. I can't follow up. It sounds so horrible coming from me. I don't want to do it. So I'm gonna look like an e-boy. It's a little too late to get rid of that stereotype though. This is literally psychological torture, because all you have to do is say it, and I'll talk to myself for 10 minutes about not wanting to do it, and then eventually do it. The more I make a big deal out of it, the more people are going to be like, oh, he did the thing. Make your voice thicker. Thicker. Oh. Okay, what do you mean by thicker, though? If I like, I really have to get into a high pitch, or else it's gonna sound stupid, and like I'm not trying. But high pitches are like, hard to do. I used to be able to do high pitches really well. And, you know, then I like, because I used to have a fairly high voice before I like hit puberty and all, you know, in middle school or whatever. I was like almost like squeaker level of high voice. It's really jarring. Oh. Oh my god. Get me out of this place. Music keeps being loud. I could pause it. I could do it like that. Oni. God dang it. Oh, I don't want to finish it. It sounds so bad. It is more difficult than it looks. I have to make it sound in a way that's at least embarrassing. But I also have to nail it, because if I don't nail it, then it's gonna also be embarrassing. Oni. It'd be really funny if I just did it in like monotone voice, but that wouldn't really be doing it now, would it be? I'd get called out for it. Konnichiwa. There, I did it. It was subpar, but that was like, that's my little touch. Okay, a little spin on it. That's the one time. You like me now? Yeah, you and your freaking ow. Clipped it. No. Yeah, I've turned into condition. Shoot. Become New Jersey. Oh, I can't wait to look at that clip and never be able to live that down. Show like I have like 3 years. I'm like at a wedding or something. You're gonna walk up to me. Somebody like a sliver of a chance might recognize me or my voice if I ever get to that level. Or like know that I'm a streamer in my like extended family. Or like people I know. They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, you're the guy who did that thing." They're gonna show me on their phone, and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, oh, oh, I'm that guy." God, patient. I was really hoping I could catch another rod, but that doesn't seem to be the case now. Some worlds I get so lucky with fishing. Just doesn't happen to be the case this time around. But at least making another rod is really inexpensive because I have a bunch of string. Oh, they keep my hand on the mouse. I've got a DM. I really hope it's not the clip. I have a fear that is. Oh yeah, C12 or C12 or whatever it is variant in South Africa. That's a little concerning. Oh, it's from Dev. Let me look at this. Twitter. Now I'm on YouTube. Oh, it's from Versa whatever. I don't remember what these are. No, not a community college. That's not what I meant. Why is it only showing up like ECC memory? Yeah. What is this? Oh, error correction code. This is what Dev was talking about earlier. Oh. Shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, you did it exactly like Arisa's would do it too. Okay, fishing rod's broke. It's time for a mining trip. Cooking all of this fish. One with my dog. Oh, I can't wait to watch this clip. I'm just stoked. I mean, the good thing about your clip is you didn't put like a tilde at the end. Match and Reese's both put a tilde at the end of their embarrassment clips. And that just really takes the cake when you do that. Yeah. Food. I have enough food. I have more than enough food. This will be my de facto food chest. I don't like having food in here. This is like food for when I'm not in combat. A lot of pickaxes. Oh, shoot. Thank you for the follow, Swift. Got a new follower. Let's go. That's like whenever Blocky's here and he's like, "Oh, soap, rare, follower, alert, wee whoop." It's like, wow. Now I just feel sad. Granted, he's right. Love the Oni-chan. Okay. You can edit the clip. Oh. 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 No. Anyways, I'm gonna pause the Minecraft music for this one. 14 seconds. Doing it now. Would it be? Get called out for it. Oni-chan. I'm kind of. Ooh.
There,
Yuck.
I did it.
Yuck. Yuck. Oh, gross. I put it a little lower. Doing it now. Would it be? Get called out for it. Oni-chan.
There, I did it. It was subpar.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, whatever. I get that one's even worse than the first one, I feel. First one was livable. Now I just feel awful. Oh, whatever. Whatever. You would streamers embarrassed. Oh no, man. Yo. Okay, I'm gonna make another shield. I'm gonna stop talking about it. We all know it exists now. Hoorah. I said roo-ha. Now I'm gonna go on an epic mining trip. Find at least I haven't done anything with these. I should probably make another portal. So hold on. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep. A lot of sticks. Beep. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, bop, 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 bop. There we are. Maybe it's high time I start using a bow. Ooh, actually, before I do anything, I gotta make an anvil. You say N? The Spanish N. I don't know how to pronounce the Spanish N. You're gonna have to tell me. Or I can just look it up. Espanol. Anvil's 3 on top, if I remember. Yeah. We're gonna put this right next to the crafting table. Why not? Wish it was. Oh, that's good. I'll just repair what I have. This is super broken, though. Rather use a bow, though. Then I can name it. This is why. Wait, why would I do this though? That's a waste. That's such a waste. I'm insane. Insane brain streamer here. Yeah. Yeah, I can say yeah in a monotone voice and not in a silly anime girl voice. Have to go, but I had a good time. Thanks. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, Smith. I hope to see you again. You have a good time doing whatever you're doing. It's nothing bad. You know, now that I think about it, maybe it translates to something bad, and I didn't think that far. Now I might be screwed. I like, oh no, he said something bad. Oh, at the end. Okay. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean I'm going to be put on some watch list? So much sugarcane. This is definitely enough sugarcane for bookcases. Every time in a Minecraft playthrough, I immediately look for sugarcane so I can plant a million. Because paper is, you need paper. Dog with a blog. Oh, before I forget though, I'm gonna grab some bones and remember what my spawn is. 400 negative 150, basically. I really need to remember that. I didn't think it was this far into the X. Do you eat food? What? Yeah, I eat food. I'm human. What? Also, a couple of people over the like months have asked me if I'm supposed to be anything. I honestly have never thought about it. Like my VTuber model. I've never put any thought into like if I'm like some wacky thing. Frankly, I don't think I ever will. I'm purple. That's my secret identity. And I mean, like until then, though, I'm just called Black. And I'm like, oh, dang. Yeah, that works too. I feel like I'm purple enough. People just got to be messing with me. Oh, that's so bad. I just thought of like you look at like one of those quirky voice changers that people use, and one of the options is just Black. Oh, that'd be awful. And also really funny, but oh, I'm sorry. I could imagine like somebody like with a J Station like personality just be like using the Black voice changer at 3 a.m. Oh my god. That'd be weird. I want to see that now. I did not catch that, Salutus. You're gonna have to say that one again. Do not speak Esped. Yo. I did not understand. It's true, because I only know like 2 Spanish words. I know potato now. You know, it's a big deal. Something to be very proud of. At least for me. Unless there's something else I didn't catch, because there's always something I didn't catch. And then I'm going to be like, oh, we're a quirky misunderstanding. Seriously, though, I think not being able to understand like other people is one of the worst things ever. Dog take damage. Eat dog. It's like, so if I say something in Spanish, yeah, exactly. Like, what am I gonna do about it? You could say the most god-awful stuff, and I probably, like, wouldn't Google Translate you. Just because I'm lazy. Seems like a good inventory layout. Cows. That means leather. I could try starting a farm, too. Cave. I'd also like to try updating this world to 1.17 as well, because it's still all like default ores and whatever. Did they ever add like the second part of the update that they were planning on adding? Because I don't know if they actually did that. I know they added the first part, but I think it's still on 0.1. I thought they were doing all of it during the summer. So if I say, yeah, I'm not gonna bother to translate it, and I won't know what you'll have said. Could have something really bad, but no. If it was something really bad, it probably would get caught in the censor thing, because some things in other languages do get caught. I know that because of Malphite. It's how some Polish stuff gets caught. It's funny. Anyways, torches. I'll just have a crap ton of torches instead of carrying one around. Because I don't want to let go of my shield, because I'm afraid to die. But I really need to get more diamonds, so... Oh yeah, obsidian too. See, you totally just could have pranked me, and I would be none the wiser, man. What am I gonna do? So start of this entrance is 688 negative. Also, this plugin makes caves darker. So for you guys to see, because I can see, I have to be nice and courteous and let you guys see. And it also is like a pain to squint after a while too. So better for both parties if I just place torches. And for real though, wolves are super useful for caves if you think about it, because one of the worst things about caves is skeletons, and they are a amazing skeleton deterrent. That's kind of what they're built for. Free bow, I guess. Oh yeah, I have arrows. Watch this. Shot. Yeah, cool. Hey, you're just stuck. Ooh, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Good to know that this is a real cave. I gotta refrain from mining too much stuff. Especially coal, because I do have a lot of coal. These pickaxes just go so fast sometimes. Oh shoot. It's a ravine. This is pretty cool. This is a big one. Granted, a lot of ravines tend to be big. Still. At least say holy moly. Also, Enderman, I must kill. Wait, I can do a thing here. I like do this. It can't get me, right? Yeah. Easy win. Oh god. You're starting to frighten me. Using all those symbols. You're giving me the willies? What's the thing for it? Willies doesn't sound right. It sounds very wrong. Shivers. Whatever. 4 times 4? What's that at the end? Also, smirk right next to eggplant emoji. Okay, hold on. Let me click on this link. 10-day. Oh my god, it's close. I saw this account the other day too. I was like, whoa. I used to mine 14 obsidian to like make the whole portal. I don't do that anymore because that takes way too long. I do still got to get some for an enchantment table. Hot emoji. What's the exact name for that? I'm very out of the times. See, another copy. I see. How long did it take you to do that? Imagine. I really want to say it, but I'll also sound racist. The choice. Oh, zombie. It's right over there. You really be mining. At some point, I will just only use diamond pickaxes, but that point seems to be very far away. I tend to be not very lucky with diamonds. But that seems to be the case for everyone. Best thing is they didn't understand. Yeah. True. Simply a lack of intelligence, isn't it? Oh, wow. We really back in the mine here. Ooh, that sucks. A shame. Man, I can only imagine what you just said. But once again, I refuse to translate it. Because I am in a cave. Oh, shoot. Need this stuff. Torch. It's like, there's the lyrics of the song. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Peculiar, even. Tad bit silly. Get more iron. Make more iron pickaxe. Also, win. Oh, shoot. Mine shaft. That's actually really good. Until I find cave spiders. Then it's really bad. Where did my dog go? I really hope my dog did not die. But I can't help but shake the feeling that he is in a better place. Don't you hate when that happens? Like when your freaking dog is just gone and you don't even know why. Maybe he was sitting when... He might still be in that one place. He might have just been stuck in the sitting animation, in which case I will come back for it. Free string on the walls. That's another reason mine shafts are so good. Free string. Except I can't mine it, so... It's just sad. I have a lot of sticks in there. Ooh, good score. This loops back here. Good to know. Course looks really cool from the water. Okay, not that cool. Oh, you fool. He hit himself. Oh, that poor guy. What a fail. I am going to laugh at him, though. Oh, I was expecting one of these again, and you did exactly that. Oh. That leads there. Jupiter, he has in his pocket a couple of bales of sea, and she sees the Jupiter, and I swear that he is coming for another boy. No, me, it is convenient to ride a 4x4. I still don't understand those lyrics. Gosh. I'm just too English. You know what I don't do a lot of? Making railroad stuff in survival. Like, minecarts are very cool. But also, I never mess around with it in survival, and it probably would be cool if I did. Unfortunately, it's like never effective because stuff like nether portal, whatever it's called, walking, where you can just make travel extremely fast. You just walk through the nether and then you get to the destination much quicker. You can, well, I guess you can put minecart trails in the nether, combine both of them, and be incredibly intelligent. But I wouldn't have thought of that right off the bat, you know. Oh shoot. Spanish has a double meaning. Is that so? There's a lot of emeralds. Not a lot of diamonds, though. Spider. Oh, yuck. I don't have a sword, so I can't even get through there. Oh, yuck. Gross, gross. No, 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 no. I hate those little goblins. Oh, right, they can fly. That's actually kind of good. Oh! God. He has an enchanted bow. Like David Bowie. Aha, get it. I don't. Makes me cry. Like to find a chest. Doesn't seem like that's the case. There's a lot of emeralds. Is that a thing that they just made happen? Like, lots of emeralds spawn in mine shafts? Like, that's a pretty good idea. I don't know if that's me just getting lucky or the mine shaft. Sure as heck haven't found any chests, though. Wow, that's definitely too late. Why? What? What? Okay, weird natural generation. Could try making a sword. Just so I can get past all those cobwebs that are annoying. You did a text face again. That I understood. However, nothing else. Why do I have so much iron in my inventory? Did I take all of this with me? When did that happen? I must have done that on accident. Sure, let me get through those cobwebs, though. Oh, shoot, I did. Oh, it was probably left over from the anvil. I guess this is all the iron I have on me. Well, that's good. I can quick make a crafting thing. Dawnish. Yeah. I guess you can at least figure that. Dawnish. Oh my god, how many mobs are around this corner? Use a little bit of sweeping edge. Oh, this is quite severe. Okay. I haven't used a sword in so long. Oh, more of the mine shaft. Yeah. Man, this place is just cool. I'm exactly where I want to be, though. What? Oh, just over there. I knew it would be worth going over here. I think these gremlins die easily. Making a beeline. Mine. There we go. Oh, the goobers are everywhere. Bad goober. Kill. I've become quite attached to the word goober recently. And I'm sure everybody has noticed. So I won't shut up about it. Good torches. For a second, I thought I was playing Terraria, and I was going to be like, oh, better take the chest so I don't have to make one myself. What? I'm not playing Terraria. Goobers afoot. Where are they lurking? I don't know. Even more cave. Wow. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, darn. I'm only at 19. I thought I'd be a lot lower. Of course, I didn't notice this area either. Man, I am hungry. I should go eat quick. Probably going to be the first time in a while that I put up a BRB screen for eating. chomping, perhaps. What? What? What is it? If I eat, it's gonna be really quick. Oh shoot. As soon as I think I've explored enough of this cave system, at least, I will be satisfied. How old am I? I am 17. Oh. More emeralds. Oh. My desk's just made a really weird. Not sure I. Feet. Tell Saludos how old I am, and I never see their face again. More emeralds. Man, I really wish I could just find a diamond around here. That's more like it. Where are my fellow elderlies? $807. Yeah, I'm one of those, you know. 8,700. Yep, the very first. Lived longer than like whoever that guy was in the first Harry Potter book, Nick something, and I only remember the name because he shared the Nicholas Flamel or something from Harry Potter. Lived to like 600 something, and he was like, "No, I don't want this anymore," and then he died. Something like that. Yeah, why I'm watching. Hi, Gaster, first of all. Second of all, what time is it for you right now? I'm assuming it's late, considering you have to wake up for school tomorrow. But how you doing? That's a very large number. I'm going to assume it's in relation to age. Already midnight almost. So I've never like actually wrote down like what your time zone is relative to mine. So you are 8 hours ahead. That's definitely good to know. I'm going to remember that once I'm out of streamer mode. Waiting for you. Several hearts. And don't forget, you're also a proud mother of 2. Why do I remember that status so much? I have like all of the times you've changed me. Part 4 JoJo reference. What? What? Oh yeah, speaking of anime in general, I've started watching Ghost Stories. So that's the only one I thought I would ever like be interested in. And it's definitely quirky. Yep, here's my dog. He was just sitting down. Thank God he's okay. Oh, you sweet boy. Okay, I'm gonna go home. I didn't know I accidentally found the exit also, so that's pretty convenient. Was a no! Murder? Kill? Oh God. Fear. It's dark out. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna walk home. I'm walking this way. Yes. That way. I hate them. I hate skeletons. I hate them. Ow. Why can they fire so fast? Yes, kill. Kill. I should go out once I'm getting all this mining stuff put away. I should go out on an expedition. Like just to like find a village or something. 'Cause I feel like I don't think I've done that on this world at all. Hey. Oh, this is a mess. Oh shoot. What? Oh, I heard dog hurt sound and I got very concerned. Feed. You are not allowed to die. Nice stone block. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Ooh, especially because I'm going to die. Can't have that. Where? Oh. Where the dog going? I will brawl my way back. Good boy. Hey, we gotta get out of here. I got it. Well, this is what. Oh. Interesting, I guess. Yeah, you sleep and actually get sleep for school tomorrow, okay? Because I for sure didn't get sleep for work yesterday. I was up till 4:30. Not very wise, but I did get stuff done at 4:30. Like making myself smaller in certain areas. Good night, though. Till tomorrow. Seriously, though? I am super glad I took, like, the one day to fix all of the problems with my PC, because I have not had a crash on my PC ever since I fixed all my power supply stuff. Not crashed once. Not on stream, not off stream. Crashing 6 times in a row in Apex Legends really pushed the limit, I tell ya. And hopefully I'll never crash again. We'll see where it goes. Just goes to show I do have a good computer. It just can be silly sometimes. Fall asleep at 2 a.m. and you wake up at 7 a.m. You lose a lot of sleep. You poor thing. Giggle. Okay, giggle versus cry. Speaking of Apex Legends, I am probably going to stream that later. But I'm going to do totally accurate... Totally accurate... Totally accurate Battlegrounds first. I'm crying about it. So big. Okay, hold on. Beep, beep. these both? No. I'm dumb. Foolish, even. Okay. Put this here. Put this here. Put this. Okay. Oh, I got a full stack. That was something I was not aware of. Cool. Now I put everything away because inventory management is interesting. It's cold in Minnesota. It depends on the day, time of the year. It can be very cold in Minnesota, but other than winter, it's just like any other state. Like, it gets really hot here too in the summer. Pretty cool place to live. How do you remember that I lived there? Should I be afraid? Maybe. Should I laugh, chuckle even? Yes. What's my current leather supply? 13 is not a lot. I need more. Oh, I do have rub. Oh, because I killed all those cows. Right. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that my mind immediately jumps to. It freaks me out. Funny as well, but man. Uber. I didn't find another dog. That's another reason I want to go on an expedition to find another dog. Yeah, I just have to know what the dog doing, you know? Awful joke. Sue me for that one. One day you wake up at 60 degrees. Yeah, that is just tragic. Does not sound very fun. Huh. Okay, I've got everything organized. Ugh, that's enough Minecraft for today. I'm switching to Tab G. Probably still gonna keep the Minecraft music though. Yeah, I would also melt like a popsicle. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to go into Sound Mixer. This will not go down any further. That's always just a little bit of a hassle going in a Brave browser and turning the whatever music down manually. It's not that bad. It's like 5 seconds of button presses. Okay, anyways. Tab G time. Oh, yeah, right. I was going to eat food. I'm going to go for a bit. I'm going to throw up the screen. Switch the game. I will be back. Because I have not eaten and I am hungry. Eat good. Thank you. I'll be back. I'll keep the Minecraft music on. turn it up a little bit too. Okay, be right back. Art emoji. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Oh wait, this has music too. Hold on, let me mute it. Thank you. Okay. Hiding of laughter. Oh. Wow. Oh, this brings me back to Wii U. Anyways, I'm back. Hello. Just sad face. Okay. Tab G time. Starting it up now. I am still tempted, because I'm in that phase where I want to change a bunch of stuff. Still tempted to make a border for my VTuber model, because I kind of cover up more now, but still don't really want to. Hi again, conditioned. We are going to play the game. I don't want to play squad. That's scary. Jackson will play squad by himself and win because he is an absolute god at this game. He's like in the top 200 players. I am only like decent at this game and can kind of barely keep up with him. So yeah, no squad play for me. Oh, I should maybe like call Emerson and see if he wants to play with me. Maybe Reed. I DM'd Reed earlier though, and he didn't respond. I mean, that was at like maybe 10, 11 a.m., but still. He's usually not awake around that time. Alright, there's been multiple occasions where I've like gone to Reed's house in like early afternoon, late morning, and Reed is literally asleep in bed, and I wake him up. I feel bad about it, but also like, hey, get up. Get up because funny. And it's just like, oh, I guess I'm just a little goblin like that. I'm the alarm clock. Because like, what are you gonna do if a friend's at your house and you woke up? You have to do something with them now. You have to. Or they can just watch you sleep. Would be quite odd. Uh-oh. Oh. This game's just straight up silly. Also a minor loss of frames, but it's okay. Nice. Also, ow. Christ, where did that come from? I'm very afraid. Okay, I'm less afraid. That must have been what he thrown. Take that quick. Let's do that. Oh shoot. Oh, he has a musket, doesn't he? Oh, I see. It's something like a musket. Man, my game kind of lags. Oh, dang. Yeah, welcome back, Saluda. How you doing? Yeah, I was not expecting for him to have a full auto weapon. That's unfortunate. F indeed. It would be interesting if, like, respawning, like, made you spawn without any clothes. Like, just so it'd be easier to tell if somebody had respawned. Maybe it does do that. I don't think that's the case. That's probably just in the respawn thing. Ooh, just barely. Robbed. Alright, already got a kill. Good enough. Yeah, don't respawn like that. I'm gonna go to small power. Usually some goodies. The game definitely doesn't perform as well on stream, but it's still enjoyable. If I just turned it down a couple of settings, it'd probably be a lot easier. But I don't got that time for that. I just got a game. Ooh, is that a blessing? Shoot. Probably a bad one. No, it's not a bad one. Did anybody go to small power? Holy crap. Okay. Workable, workable. Actually, oh. Vector is alright. From my experience using the Vector, it's like pretty okay. I don't want to take the MP40. But it's no. Putting accuracy barrel on this, that's for sure. He's here. Laser sight's going on this too. Yeah, I'm getting. It's odd. Certainly odd. Somebody's up there. I'm not here. Don't see me. Oh, they would totally like murder me. That would be very problematic. I have a shotgun, so. Yeah. Ooh, weapon mastery, nice. What a trip. Thank you, Match. Also, hi. Yeah, first stream in new hoodie. So I broke the other one. 44 just makes you look buffed. That's nice. I didn't think that was one of the effects it gave off, but I'll take it. Ooh, just shot at me. Oh, God. Yeah, I'll wait for you to get close range, bud. Pal, even. Where's this dude? I'm actually confused as to where this guy is. Somebody help. Oh, I really need to change around my settings. Lack of frames is unfortunate. People over there. Spent 40 minutes for capture. Failed. Thing. Who is here? Oh. Why are you so far away? Oh, we both have poison, it looks like. That's a very sad match. I'm sorry. Ooh, those were good shots. Proud of those. Woo! Bro. Sure, I'll take another. Actually, ice is pretty good. Scar. Yeah, I want the scar. This guy had some good stuff. Some really good stuff. Pokemon is in a Vogue article? What? What kind of world do we live in? Okay, can I, like, really quick go in here and change my game settings? Yeah, turn down my... Actually, that should probably be high. Shadow distance can go, like, way down. Shadows can be on medium. Ambient... VSync should be off. That should be off. That's probably why. Oh, you can turn up the FOV even more. Nope, you can't. Live screen settings. Ow! Who's doing that? Dragon's trying to call me. Yeah, that was odd. Yeah, I cannot call right now, Dragon. I am on stream. Oh, shoot. Okay. I will have to click that link in like a moment. Okay, I'm actually in the circle, so I can do that in a second. Hold on. Okay, clicking on Vogue article. How Twitch streamer Pokemon gets ready for 8 hours on camera. Oh shoot. That's why. Apollo. This is long. This is okay, no, it's not actually that long. It's just the website. Could you summarize this for me? I'm assuming being a avid Pokemon fan Pokemon fan condition, you've probably read every single word. Launchpad. My heartbeat has skyrocketed. I don't know why. Probably because I'm playing a battle royale. It's what I get heart attacks when I play PUBG. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, shaky hands. Maybe it's just because I haven't played well, no, I played Apex recently. But I don't take Apex as seriously. Yeah, don't worry about it. Mike is as good as mine. But like, I just don't want... See, like, talking on stream with other people when I'm playing a single player game is something I usually don't do. Unless it's like with Emerson or Reed. Just talks about the fact that she dresses up for stream. Okay, yeah. Like, I don't. And again, I don't have much in terms of clothing. Well, shoot, I actually hit that guy a fair amount of times. What the? Okay, interesting. Oh, well, I need to get out of here. Holy crap, what's going on? I could always just launch pad out of here. That's also an option. I don't want to die. Always have your launch pad grenade at the ready, kids. Hold still, you'll be more accurate. Yeah, but I also don't want to get shot at. That's the thing. I don't want to get hit, so I'm also going to move. There's somebody over there, and it's bothering me because I could just get headshot. No, it sucked. This thing does not one-shot on head because it's a scar. Oh shoot. Somebody nearby? No, it's just me. And additionally, this game is pretty goofy. So moving while shooting is a thing that happens a lot. Hits, bad. Okay. Keep thinking my footsteps are messing with me. Well, that's just how my wonky feet work. Just get a good medic. Yeah. Obviously. Oh shoot, that's bad. Stick to the ground. 5 alive. I have 3 kills. Doing pretty good. It'd be bad if somebody saw me lurking. And it's probably really easy to see me lurking right now. So I'm gonna move over to this barn. I don't think the barn's in the circle though, which is a shame. Raid barn, raid barn, raid barn. Nobody. Nobody that I see. I'm staying back. Actually, I can't do much staying back. I can always hide within these crevices though, too. 5 alive and... Okay. Somebody used an orbital strike over there. That's actually really smart. I'm just going to use one when the circle gets even smaller, because I have one on me. Somebody might die from that, actually. Nope, people are smart. There. Just dead over there.
I almost died. Ow. Aw, dang. Get it since there's a company called 511? No, I do not know of a company called 511. I know of a company called 711. Dang. Yeah, I did not know this either. Why do you have a scar? Because I do. I did not find many long-range weapons. Although I could have used the M14 I found earlier, but I think I died when I had that. They make clothes. Oh, wacky. My shadows look so bad now. But still, I need performance in this game because it never seems to run good. Scar is way better than an M14. Oh. At like long range in this game though, like I know the M14 is semi. I don't know. I guess I'll just use the score then if that's the case. Okay. Noted. I hope I get a shotgun this round. I've done a lot better with the Mossberg recently. So we all know how effective melee weapons and shotguns are in this game. An M0. MO. What? Oh. That's the first thing I read it as. I don't even know why I said those other things. Oh, cool. Yeah, Mossberg's in this game. Very useful. And a long wall. Long wall's always nice. Ooh, scrunch and crunch frames. This game will never run well. Yeah, it's always had to get updates for AMD stuff. Ooh, I am shaky. I don't know why. That's actually pretty good. Actually, I like using the bar a lot if it has a compensator. I'm gonna do this. Did not mean to drop that. Drop this. I'm not gonna need it. 'Cause I'll probably die before I do anything. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's only like a Mossberg, whatever it is in this game. Health analyzer. Pretty cool. Ooh, nice. Okay, that solves my distance problem. I'm basically set. Thank you. Somebody's nearby. Try one shot with the crossbow. Fail. Oh my god, yeah, this is bad. Yikes. That sucks. Too late for that. Bar is too much recoil, even with a compensator. But that was also just kind of sad. Nice. Bar is just fine. Sure doesn't seem to be that way in this game. Oh, of course people are here. Run. Pick up a weapon really quick. Another bar. Try to do better this time with it. Well, that was really lucky. Ooh, AK. Better. Ow. Right. I'm going to heal up and leave. Actually, stick in here for a little bit. You have an amazing gun. Yeah. I do. Who's honking? Oh, no, it's probably the dash thing. This game would be so much more enjoyable if it didn't get choppy on stream. It's still incredibly fun, though. But I really need to find a way to optimize this game. Or something like that. No, don't pick up the Mossberg. Okay. Somebody landed on the roof. Yeah, landing shotgun shots is hard, mister. Ooh, he had the rare dash. Sweet. Okay. Still have the whatever. I don't know. What are you talking about? I have an AK on me. And an op. Mossberg is right there. Ooh, okay. Got a long range boy. That's a grenade. I'll throw a grenade too. That's a bombardment. Holy crap. Ow. Okay, goodbye. Enough of that guy. Holy crap, that hurt. Okay, that guy has a lot of stuff. Was that the guy? Is that a different guy? I have no idea. What? Was that the guy? Oh, he had a car. Hold on. Do it like that. I don't know these. I don't know these. I don't know these. I don't know these. Okay. Oh. Okay. You guys have a shield. Oh, cool. The more you know, I guess. Guy over there. Yeah. I do have the op, and I do have the AK. I'm having a good round. Thank you for the bullets, sir. Nice. One of those. Yeah, it sure is a great rifle. Nope, I'm out. That guy is obviously going to murder me. I can already tell. almost closer to town. Oh, of course he lands here. What? Okay. That sucks. No, people don't hack in this game. You sure? Ah. Yeah, I'll play another game. Play another game, and then I'm gonna do more stuff regarding Twitch things. Let me buy it real quick and I'll show you it. What do you mean? Oof, Nico. Alright, bye-bye condition. Thank you for watching. Hacks. Oh, don't do that. I do not condone that. Yeah, don't do that. Why would you do that? Why would you spend money cheating in a video? Bye. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I can get near somebody. That'd be funny. Somebody's like right around this rock, I'm pretty sure. I just passed by a bar. I should pick that up. Is this guy inside? Oh, shoot. Okay. Where's this fella? Oh, inside. Hold on. Ow. Condition's already gone, didn't you see? Also, no yoga for me. No yoga. Yeah, condition literally left, and a minute later, you're asking for condition. Oh. Ow. Let's try going to actual castle. No. City's gonna be better. For your 49k. Thanks, so close. Sure. Just have to get extremely close to somebody and then win. Problem is the minigun is kind of weird when it comes to this game. You can get you can get some like really cheesy stuff, but only if you're really close. General Electric. Yeah, fire rate is large. Those are nice. I don't have any kills, so I can't really utilize it yet. Epic jumps. Especially for just getting around. Somebody try to double shot me? Or is that somebody else? Yeah, I know that's what you said. Hey. That guy has 3 blessings. I'm gonna be afraid. I'm getting double teamed. Simply a difference in skill. You have ammo, sir. Let me take it. Okay, I'm getting out. Actually, red dot is absolutely useless, but I'm gonna put it on anyway. Common storm I don't need. I'll take that. I did certainly murder. I just needed to make sure he would die. And boy, did he die. Fire grenades are super useful in, like, building areas. 'Cause if you can't get out of a building easily, you are just dead. No doubt about it. Nice. Compensator. By. They're over there. Nice. Uh-oh. He's here. However you spell it. Go. Yeah, it makes washes and dryers general. I did not know that, but very cool. When you said General Electric, when you said General Electrics, I was like, wait, them, the washing machine people? And it's like, wow, okay, cool, I guess. Getting quite general in their description of building. Maybe I should use the minigun more often because this is actually pretty effective. I don't really use the minigun often, but holy crap, is it working this round? Dang. Great then. Great to know. Common the Hunt would actually be pretty useful. Wish I didn't drop it. New circle is there. That's quite large. For a minigun. Let's made something. Dang, that just did not work out. Still a great round. Ugh. All right. Hmm. Yeah, that's quite crazy and very large. Okay. Yeah, I think it's time to raid. This time I was actually an intelligent being and decided to keep my Twitch thing up so I can raid at the end. So I'm gonna raid Star because they're playing Terraria. 20mm shell. It's quite big. I see. Very cool. TM you have picked? Okay. Okay, I am going to do a raid though, so I will see you later. And thank you very much for coming. Oh, I'm out of breath. Madara comes in at the very end of the stream. Did you guys check out the new Family Guy on DVD? I better. Anyways, bye. What magnificent timing. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, stream tomorrow. Bye.